But I felt like this is another one of those games where our run game did like just enough to like
we kept them honest. We ran it
3 yards per carry was our best running back. Pierre Strong, 3 yards per carry. So like the stat sheet doesn't show it, but it somehow looked like our running game wasn't like as bad as it actually was.
I thought it was a credit to him. And it helps. We're up 27-0 late, and we took out Deshaun. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna just kind of run the ball, get out of the game. But we only averaged 2.8 yards a carry, and some of that's inflated by Deshaun's 22 rushing yards. You take his out, that's probably more like 2.5, 2.2 yards per carry. But we still ran it 40 times. We still ran it more than we threw it.
We volumed our way to a decent rushing total on the day. But go ahead.
113 yards rushing on 40 carries. Jerome Ford just isn't it.
No, that's what I was going to say.
And I'm not saying that he can never get the ball, because I do think at times he's a nice change of pace guy. And when he is ever decisive and he just puts his foot in the ground and gets north and south, he does some nice things. The problem is he just doesn't do that consistently enough right now. I think Strong has shown he is the better running back every single opportunity he's gotten.
So you said
you only had 3 opportunities yesterday, which I didn't understand. We just talked last week about how after what Pierre Strong showed during the Seahawks game, it was like, okay, this guy needs to be our starting back. At least he needs to get the majority of this timeshare with Kareem Hunt. And then we'll just, like you said, sprinkle in some Jerome Ford when we were trying to hit a home run here and there and stuff. Man, just running Jerome Ford 20 times for 44 yards is mind-numbingly painful to watch. Every time it's first down, hand off to Ford, it's 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 12. It's like, oh my gosh.
And I understand, like, there's got to be holes for him to hit, but also at the same time, as a professional, like, obviously nobody's Nick Chubb, but as a professional running back, sometimes the hole's it's not a huge hole, it's a sliver. You know what I mean? And you just put your foot in the ground and you go through that sliver. And if it's 2 yards or 3 yards, it's 2. But now you're 2nd and 7 now.
Right.
Instead of 2nd and 10 or 11. He takes so many 0 to negative yards. It's backbreaking for and then we're throwing in obvious throwing situations, which makes the passing game tougher.
Which, honestly, that almost makes me want to give Deshaun a little bit of a boost in the grade, because he did have to overcome a lot of that yesterday in his first game back coming off injury. These 2nd, 3rd, and longs, because our running game just can't do it. Jerome Ford cannot do it.
He just, like I said, and even if you don't want to give Strong 20 carries, give him 12.
Yes.
Give him 13. Give Hunt his 14 and let Jerome Ford have 9 or 10. Even, you know what I mean? But and keep it the timeshare. But man, let's get the guys who actually get positive yards the ball more often.
Strong needs to be in there on first downs. If we're going to run the ball on first down, I want it to go to Pierre.
And I don't understand, because Pierre Strong can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's just as fast, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in my limited time seeing Pierre Strong play football, he's looked immensely better than Jerome Ford every single time.
Yeah, we were talking about this in Discord. Like, it's same thing with like the return guy, like Prochet versus DPJ. You might not always make the right decision, when you're going to cut or take a lane or choose this way or that way, but just make a freaking decision and go. You're going to get more positive yards by just making a decision and going hard.
Yes.
Than you are by stuttering and hesitating, and then you lose yards. Like, if you're not sure, just pick something and go.
Yeah, that's like people in here saying he waits for the perfect time for the hole. Like, sometimes you got to make the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. Like, and just run through there with power and break a couple arm tackles. Then you don't know.
Sure.
Because when Jerome Ford gets in the open field,
he's gone.
He's gone.
We were talking about that. He is faster than almost the entire defense when he's vertical.
Yes.
But when he goes horizontal, you're not faster than anybody. You are going to get stuff for a loss.
Yes. Just pick a hole and that's what we need out. Like, Nick Chubb is the home run hitter. He can make people miss side to side. He can go lateral and then jump cut and be gone. Jerome Ford doesn't have that. What we need out of our running game right now, it just needs to complement the passing game. We are transitioning from a power running team to a team that is, the run game is going to complement what we do in the passing game. So we need you got to be a Kareem Hunt type runner, a one cut and just go. And if you never bust one for more than 6 yards, I don't care, as long as you just keep us ahead of the chains.
Yeah.
Just you have to quit taking 0-yard runs, -2 yard. Like I'm tired of being in 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and I just don't. I understand trying to stick with a guy because he's progressing or whatever. I just don't. I have not seen him get better. You know what I mean? So I think I would pull the plug on it. I'm done with the Jerome Ford experiment as our lead guy. I don't want to take him out of the game plan completely, obviously, but I think it's time to
make a shift. I think he should still be in there and get the ball because he does. Yeah. Of all the 3 running backs, he might have the most like home run hitting ability. Sure. But again, use him as your change of pace guy.
Yes.
Okay. Like the transition a little bit, the timeshare. It can still be a timeshare, but it's transition who gets a bigger portion of it.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Dawgs Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at the Dawgs Podcast. Get your thoughts on the show at thedawgspodcast.com.